Hello gamers! Welcome to another one of my videos on RetroArch. In this video, I will be using an Xbox 360 controller for our Sega Mega Drive games. I will be setting up the turbo function via RetroArch for this controller, which has no physical turbo button. There are 4 types of turbo settings in RetroArch: Classic, Classic Toggle, Single Button Toggle and Single Button Hold. I prefer Classic Toggle configuration as we can toggle any button to turbo on demand. Seems like we have a lot to cover, let's go. Open RetroArch. From Settings, select Input and press Enter. Highlight Turbo Fire and press Enter. In this default settings, turbo mode is set to Classic. In both Classic and Classic Toggle modes, we can ignore the turbo default button. It is only necessary for single button modes. Leave these settings as they are. Go back to Input. Select RetroPad Binds. Port 1 Controls. Turbo. I have already configured the R2 or right trigger button as turbo. This will be the physical button that will activate turbo in all 4 turbo modes. Do not set this to the A, the B, the X or the Y buttons, also known as the East, West, North and South buttons. The best is to set it to the R2 or right trigger button. Now let's see the Classic Turbo in action. In Classic Turbo, to activate turbo, press the gun or fire and then the R2 button simultaneously. Letting go both buttons will deactivate turbo. To get turbo back again, press the gun or fire and then the R2 buttons again. This is Classic mode. Now let's try another turbo mode. Exit the game. Set the turbo mode to Classic, Toggle. This is my favorite turbo mode. Let's launch the game again. While pressing gun or fire button, press the R2 button simultaneously, then let go the R2 button. This will activate turbo for that gun or fire button. Now our gun or fire button is on turbo by itself all the way until we press gun or fire and the R2 button again. It will deactivate turbo. We can do it to all the buttons on demand. This is what we want. Let's set turbo mode to Single Button Toggle. In this mode, we have to set the turbo default button. That is not the physical turbo button, but it will be spammed by pressing R2. R2 will take whatever the default button is and spam it. So, you need to press R2 to activate turbo and it will just fire all the way until we press R2 again. That's is what Single Button Toggle does. It toggles on and off. All other buttons remains normal, even the default button. Not my favorite turbo. It may be useful, but you decide. Last but not least, let's do the Single Button Hold Turbo mode. This mode is almost similar with the previous one. Only difference is that we need to press and hold R2 for turbo. Let go of R2 will stop firing. Just like previous turbo mode, R2 will take whatever the default button is and spam it, but we need to hold it down. This is Single Button Hold. I prefer Classic Toggle mode and the toggle button set to the right trigger or R2 button. You choose which one is best for your gaming need. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.